Over the last few years, I get asked a lot about what kind of stuff do we use, whether that's trucks, whether that's trailers, stripers, paint, all that stuff. So in this video, we're going to go through this quick power summary of all of the stuff that we use at our striping company today. What's up, guys? Thanks so much for watching on YouTube or listening on the audio version on the podcast today. If you're on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. It means the world. And shout out to my local boy here, Brandon Dame. I'm repping his brand new sweater he got me. Brandon, if you're watching, you rock. Okay, this is going to be kind of a cool video. We're going to go through like rapid fire some of the trucks and the equipment and the spray tips and all of the stuff that we frequently use in this company. And the reason why we wanted to do this video is we often get asked, like, hey, what kind of chalk line do you use? And I get it. Like, when you're starting out, you wonder about these things. So I'm going to preface everything I'm about to say with, this is not the best way. This is just what we use. And I'll kind of walk through some brief thinking as to why we do it this way. So I got my handy dandy list here, so I don't forget anything. First thing on the list is what kind of trucks do we use? Okay, so when I first started, I had a minivan. Don't do that. Very small trailer. When I first got the first truck, we just got like a half ton. I had a Dodge half ton. I think I'd leased the truck. And the one thing I'd caution you about that, if you're just starting out and you have a half ton, it was a Dodge Ram.
Hey, that thing got a Hemi? Yeah. Sweet.
It did develop this bizarre frame issue where the frame was basically separating the box from the cab. I don't remember exactly what went wrong, but that's probably because we were towing trailers for like 2 years with, multiple stripers in it. So the other downside to that is if you ever want to branch into other services down the road, that would require a larger truck. So for us, that was snow removal. Can't really do snow removal with a half ton. But I will say this, if you're just starting out, don't fret it. You can, pull a small trailer with a half ton truck, no problem. But for now, what we've gone to is 1 ton trucks. We always get 4-door in case we're sending 4 people to a project, and all diesel. So that's important for us because we're always towing heavy stuff and we do snow removal. Diesel is wonderful. Well, probably not wonderful for the environment, but it's good for hauling stuff around. So our fleet of trucks for production, all diesel trucks. We love those. Trailers. Whew. Man, if I had $1 for every trailer question or like trailer post on Facebook, holy cow. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. I'll just tell you what's worked for us. We had just a beautiful 14-foot long black and orange trailer. Actually, it was before Matt started, and he saw a photo of it, and he's like, why did we get rid of that trailer? It was a beautiful trailer because our company color is orange. We found that the 14-foot was just not quite enough in our experience, and that's when we had multiple striping units. We're sending 3-4 stripers in a trailer. 14-foot was just a little snug by the time you put line drivers on. It just was a little much. So when we first got the 14-foot, it was great. We grew out of it fairly quickly. You might not need to. The one thing I learned with trailers, though, having the extra 2 or 4 feet, like we have an 18-foot and a 16-foot now, that's helpful. But what really made the difference was the width of the trailer. Man, if you get like a narrow trailer like that orange one was, it is very difficult to get 2 striping units side by side. And even if you do, like you're banging them around all the time and it's just hard on the equipment. So I would definitely keep your eye open when you're looking for trailers. Don't just look at the length of it. Make sure you got it wide enough that if you need to fit multiple stripers in it, that you do so. Okay, next on the list, stripers. I feel like we've done a lot of content on this before, so I'm just going to give a brief summary. Basically, our whole fleet is Graco 3900s. That's like our go-to machine. We do have a couple other things. We have a smaller 3400. We have the Graco battery-powered stencil rig, and we just finally this year got the dual color machine, the Graco 200 DC. Beautiful machine. But for the most part, the Graco 3900 is phenomenal. It's a big step up from the 3400 to the 3900, both in like price, but also for what you're getting. That 3900, they're bomb-proof. They work incredibly well. They have all of the features that Graco has on there. We've never striped with anything else. We have never used Titan or any of the other manufacturers. Nothing against them. We love Graco. Their technology is fantastic. So that Graco 3900 is great. One thing we have not done, just a quick note on that, is the hydraulic machines. I know a lot of guys wonder about the Graco hydraulics. I don't have any personal experience on them. I do hear that people who have them and pay up for them love them. That's about all I can tell you. They look pretty. I can tell you that too. Stencils. Yeah, in my experience, like we've homemaded. Is that a word? I don't think it is. Yeah, we have homemade some of our own stencils out of like plywood, or sometimes like general contractors will supply the stencils in like aluminum, like dye bond material. But there's really no reason in my experience to not get the polyethylene or LDPE stencils. So if you have no idea what that is, any of the major stencil manufacturers will sell LDPE stencils. And it's basically like a 1/8 thick polyethylene, very easy to clean, very easy to maintain, and they will last a long time. Big thing you need to know about stencils.